rotations complete. UCLA's dynamic duo of Onnie Willis and Dantzscher have powered the Bruins with strong showings on bars and on vault. Sarah Patterson and defending champion Alabama have been sparked by freshman Ashley Miles as the Tide tries to roll toward another title. Not as good fortune for Nebraska and Utah, each suffering mishaps on the bars. But the championship ring is still up for grabs. Welcome back to the 2003 NCAA Women's Gymnastics Championships. And for as solid as Nebraska looked coming out of prelims, many thought the Huskers could give this amazing UCLA team a run for their money. But the question is, Amanda, has the damage that's been done on bars repairable?
Well, Tammy Harris, who had a disastrous fall in the prelims, struggled again in the finals. They did have to count a fall, but to their credit, they came back on one of the toughest events and hit 6 for 6.
But lo and behold, to nobody's surprise, UCLA is in first. Very solid performances on vault and bars.
That's right. They've had strong scores across the board. The lowest score they counted on bars was a 9.85. But keep in mind, they're going to one of the toughest events that can make or break this competition, and that's the balance beam.
Fortunately for UCLA, though, and you don't hear too many teams say this, the Bruins honestly feel beam is their best event. Rotation 4 sends Michigan to vault, Georgia to bars, UCLA is on beam, Utah on floor, Alabama and Nebraska on buys. Here's Darren with Nebraska's Dan Kendick.
Dan, you had the home crowd with you, and then you get started on the bars. You have some problems. What did you tell Tammy Harris?
Well, after it was over,
yeah.
I mean, it's just bottom line is she gave it her best today and just was a little shaky. And then when she got shook again, it just really kind of got to her. Just told her it doesn't matter. We love her, and it's just one routine. And it's not what happened now, it's what happens after this. And so just keep her head in it. There's no question that dug us a hole. We got a little work to do now, and we just got to keep fighting back and seeing how this all ends up.
Gentlemen, thank you. Suzanne Yocklin's squad has some demons to exercise here at the Devaney Center. Georgia's only regular season loss came here against Nebraska, with the Gym Dogs posted season-low scores on every event, their first meet of the year. Safe to say a substantially different team here in the championships as we take a look at Cassie Bair on bars.
This is Cassie's senior year. She'll only be competing bars and beam. Beautiful Tkachev.
She's Georgia's lone competing senior.
Take a close look. She actually has a brace on her right knee. She's had surgery on it before in prelims. She seemed to injure it. If it affects anything, it's the dismount coming up right here. Double tuck. Slide hop on the landing.
Cassie out of Evans, Georgia, always wanted to be a gym dog, and so she walked on her freshman year and was awarded a full scholarship last year. As we take a look at her score, 9.825 for Miss Bair. Valerie Kondos Field, her Bruins have surpassed the 198 mark, an unprecedented 5 times, although hit a bit of a snag in prelims on the balance beam. They had to count a fall because Yvonne Tusek and Jeanette Antolin both took spills.
Right here on Jeanette's dismount, double pike landing, a little bit short and had to put her hands down. Yvonne lost it on her flight series.
And the Bruins fell below 197 for only the second time since mid-January. Onnie Willis in the prelims went 9.85, looking for another solid performance out of this senior Bruin right now.
She's a very cool and calm competitor. And that's a great trait for this event.
Now we'll see how cool and calm Onnie is in August, which is when she's getting married. We'll have to check in with her after that.
Switch leap, split quarter.
Onnie is a psychology major, and like you, Amanda, she wants to be a teacher. Setting up for a punch front.
Wow, great height. Very solid landing. Looking very confident. She's a very difficult dismount. She'll be doing 2 back handsprings to a double tuck.
See, look how much the two of you have in common. That was your dismount too.
That's right. What makes this so difficult is she's got to generate all her speed from these 2 back handsprings starting right there. She's got to get her hands up off the beam. Beautifully done.
Substantially different momentum than, you know, on floor, for example, where you're doing round-off flip-flop and you've got all of that momentum. Mom and Dad, Mark and Margie out for the meet. And a 9.925 for Onnie Willis. The Bev Clockies Michigan Club in 4th place at this point, but really considering how thin injuries have made this Michigan team, just getting to the Super 6 has been nothing short of spectacular. Becca Clauson up on vault now.
Doing a handspring pike front half. A little bit sloppy on the form. You can see a leg separation, and of course the step on the landing.
Little pat on the back from coach, a 9.725 for Becca Clauson. Back to bars, and here's Kinsey Rowe. And this girl, one tough cookie. Took a nasty spill in December, working on bars, broke her nose. Here she is in the championship meet.
Beautiful back up rise to handstand. Right to her release move, Kacha. Watch her hands right here. She hops to a different grip. She's swinging front giants. Heely down to straddle back handstand. She'll back up rise to handstand again, getting ready for a dismount. Very clean double tuck. Solid landing.
Suzanne Yocklin talking about Kinsey. Just talked about, you know, as we mentioned with Teresa Kulikowski, an injury-plagued career, out her entire freshman year with an ACL, missed 8 meets with a foot injury last year. This year, a 9.9 on bars for Kinsey Rowe. 2000 U.S. Olympian Jamie Dantzscher on beam now for UCLA. And Jamie posting a career-best 9.925 on this event back in regionals.
She is such an aggressive athlete, and that's so important on this event. Not holding back, running with her series, back handspring layout.
Slight bobble. During that regional meet, Amanda, Jamie just basically swept the competition. She won bars, beam, floor, all around. Not a bad day at the office.
The gym series, straddle jump, straddle jump.
And it's important with those jumps to get full credit, to reach a full split.
Showing 180 degrees is very important. Punch front, right to whoop jump. Back handspring, swing down. Meeting the gym macro requirement, connecting a leap to a gymnastics skill. Getting ready for the dismount. Just doing 1 back handspring. Right into a 1.5. A little bit short on the landing there.
Jamie's had a perfect 10 on every event this year except this one.
Take another look. Back handspring step down, getting all momentum to 1.5 twist, and you can see her feet slightly in front of her, and she had to take that step back.
Well, the judges a generous 9.9 for Jamie, considering the wobble on the beam and the dismount. Still to come, Kate Richardson is this year's National Beam Champ, and SEC Gymnast of the Year, Chelsea Berg, straight ahead.